Hey YouTube, this is Rescue Park Fan 62. It is Friday, January the 13th. Now, this week, Universal announced a whole new kids uh, amusement park or theme park in right outside Dallas, Texas. Um, Now, normally with kids areas, they're normally like either a small to a good size area of a park just dated just dedicated for kids. And they typically will have a lot of traditional kid style rides, like the balloon rides, maybe like a small Himalaya, uh, some sort of like small flying ride, stuff like that. Now, with that uh, park being announced, I do think we're going to see parks investing more into their kids' areas as well as adding more family style attractions in these parks because they know that parents or families bring in a lot of money. So they're going to do what they can to lure families in. Now, a park like Kings Island, for example, they have a good Planet Snoopy. I can see them either expanding it, redoing it, something in that ballpark, um, to try or start adding more family style attractions inside the park itself. Because outside of Planet Snoopy, there really isn't many to any uh, family style attractions in the park. Now, the ones that you can question is like the Scrambler, the Monster, uh, stuff like that. Maybe Shake, Rattle, and Roll. But besides those, there really isn't that much compared to like a teenager slash adult style attractions. Like, so stuff like Orion, Flight of Fear, Diamondback, and all that. So I do see parks starting to invest more into the family style category. Um, since there really isn't a timeline for when that new Universal Park's going to get built, um, I would say probably by 2027, 2028 at the latest. So that gives parks quite a few years to look into more family style attractions. Um, and add them in these parks. Um, because that is one thing a lot of parks tend to lack, are family style attractions. Now, Dollywood added a Wildwood Grove a couple of years ago, and that's considered their kids area. It's honestly one of the best like kids style areas you can go to because it has stuff for most kids. Now, hint the word most in that. So so you and your older siblings, for example, can ride a pirate ship. Now, the ship that they have is not like most, where you go really high in the air and you stuff like that. So you do go decent amount in the air, but it's not like the other ships. Of course, they got the flying scooters. Um, then they also have like those frog pouncy things. But the new thing for this year is Big Bear Mountain. Now, Big Bear Mountain is going to be a unique coaster because it's uh, one of the only Vekoma launched family coasters out there. So that is going to be really interesting to see. Now, I am curious on how other parks are going to respond to this. Um, Now, I know a lot of parks at first are going to be hesitant to do this, but I do see this becoming a trend over the next couple of years, especially in the Six Flags chain. Because let's face it, besides maybe over Georgia, where their kids section is actually a pretty cool looking thing, most of the Six Flags parks out there, their kids area is not that big, and a lot of their rides are outdated. So I do see that becoming a thing. I just don't know when yet.